Hollywood, a place of fame, fortune, and dreams, often hides darker truths behind the dazzling lights. Why did so many legendary stars fall prey to alcoholism? Was fame their downfall, or was Hollywood's pressure too much? Adored by millions, yet many died forgotten and alone. Stay with us as we uncover Hollywood's alcoholics and the shocking truths behind their final days. Michael Landon, born October 31, 1936 in New York, became a household name through roles in Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, and Highway to Heaven. Known for portraying loving, strong father figures, his public image was one of a devoted family man. But behind the scenes, Landon hid a dark secret, a serious drinking problem. He often mixed alcohol with painkillers, sipping whiskey in his coffee and vodka in his soda. He also smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day, a habit that took a toll on his health. Though his co-stars suspected he drank, they never fully understood the extent of it. His adopted daughter, Melissa Gilbert, later revealed how his alcoholism influenced her relationships, often drawing her to men who drank like him. Landon passed away at 50 on July 1, 1991, from pancreatic cancer, a disease worsened by his habits. Despite his tragic end, his legacy endures, with his shows still loved by fans today. Rita Hayworth, born October 17, 1918 in New York, was a Hollywood icon in the 1940s and 50s, known for her roles in Gilda, Covergirl, and The Lady from Shanghai. With her beauty, charm, and dancing talent, she earned the title of Love Goddess and became one of the era's biggest stars. But behind her glamorous image, Rita struggled with a severe drinking problem, using alcohol to cope with stress, failed marriages, and the pressure of fame. As her alcoholism worsened, she often forgot her lines and missed work, and her personal life unraveled with 5 failed marriages, including one to Orson Welles. It wasn't until later that doctors discovered her memory loss was due to Alzheimer's disease, not just alcohol. Rita passed away on May 14, 1987 at 68, leaving a lasting legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest actresses. Her films continue to be adored by fans today. Leonard Nimoy was a famous American actor, director, and writer. He was born on March 26, 1931 in Massachusetts, USA. He became world famous for portraying Mr. Spock in the Star Trek TV series and movies. His character was known for being logical and composed, earning the admiration of many fans. During the filming of Star Trek, Leonard Nimoy struggled with a serious drinking problem. He used alcohol to cope with stress during the long hours on set. His co-star William Shatner mentioned that Nimoy drank to escape his problems and deal with the pressures of fame. Initially, Nimoy believed he had control over his drinking, but over time, he became addicted. One drink turned into many, and he found it increasingly difficult to stop. Eventually, he recognized the need for help and sought rehabilitation. He successfully overcame his addiction and remained sober for the rest of his life. Leonard Nimoy passed away on February 27, 2015, at the age of 83. He suffered from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, a severe lung condition. He attributed his illness to years of smoking, even though he had quit 30 years earlier. Even after his passing, Leonard Nimoy remains beloved by fans worldwide. His portrayal of Mr. Spock cemented his legacy as a legend in science fiction history. Ava Gardner, born December 24, 1922 in North Carolina, became a Hollywood icon in the 1940s and 50s, starring in films like The Killers, Mambo, and The Night of the Iguana. Known for her striking beauty, fierce personality, and wild lifestyle, Ava lived life on her own terms. But behind the glamour, she struggled with a serious drinking problem. Often seen drinking whiskey and tequila, her heavy drinking made her loud, unpredictable, and hard to work with. Her tumultuous marriage to Frank Sinatra, full of love and alcohol-fueled fights, only added to the chaos. Smoking heavily worsened her health, but she never stopped drinking. Ava Gardner passed away on January 25, 1990, at 67, after suffering from pneumonia and strokes, a result of years of alcohol and smoking. Despite her struggles, she remains remembered as one of Hollywood's greatest, admired for her beauty, talent, and strong spirit. Joan Crawford, born March 23, 1904, in Texas, became one of Hollywood's biggest stars, known for her strong personality and unforgettable performances in films like Mildred Pierce, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and Grand Hotel. She even won an Academy Award for Mildred Pierce. But behind the fame, Joan struggled with alcoholism. She drank heavily at home and on set, hiding bottles of alcohol around her house and ensuring she had a large supply while traveling. Her drinking made her angry and difficult to be around. Her adopted daughter, Christina Crawford, wrote Mommy Dearest, detailing Joan's violent and abusive behavior, claiming she often hid her children while intoxicated. Joan passed away on May 10, 1977, at 73 after a long battle with cancer. In her final years, she gave up drinking and became deeply religious. Despite her personal demons, Joan Crawford remains a Hollywood legend, with her films still admired today. Cary Grant, born Archibald Alexander Leach on January 18, 1904 in England, became one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Known for his charm, good looks, and smooth voice, he starred in iconic films like North by Northwest, Charade, and To Catch a Thief. But behind the polished image, Cary Grant struggled with alcoholism for many years. Though he drank heavily, he never spoke about it publicly. In the 1950s, he sought help through LSD therapy, which he credited with changing his life and helping him manage his addiction. Despite his battles, Grant's drinking never derailed his career. He passed away on November 29, 1986 at 82, after suffering a sudden stroke while in Iowa for a public event. His death shocked many, as he always appeared youthful and healthy. Cary Grant's legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest actors endures, with his films still beloved worldwide. André the Giant, born André René Rousseff on May 19, 1946 in France, became a legendary wrestler and actor. Standing at 7 feet 4 inches, 224 centimeters, and weighing 520, André struggled with a serious drinking problem. Due to his massive size, he could consume far more alcohol than most people, often drinking over 100 beers in a single night. One night, he reportedly downed 119 beers in 6 hours, and another time, he drank 40 glasses of vodka and tonic. His friends and co-workers said he drank daily to cope with the pain from his condition, acromegaly. Though many found his drinking habits amusing, it was dangerous to his health, often leaving him passed out in public. Despite efforts to help, André never stopped. He passed away on January 27, 1993 at 46 after returning to his hotel room in Paris following his father's funeral. Heart failure, caused by his size, health issues, and heavy drinking, claimed his life. Though his time was short, André's legacy lives on, celebrated by wrestling and movie fans alike and honored in the WWE Hall of Fame. Anthony Hopkins, born December 31, 1937 in Wales, is a celebrated British actor best known for his chilling portrayal of Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs, a role that won him an Academy Award. With other iconic films like The Remains of the Day, Thor, and The Father, he is widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of all time. But in his younger years, Hopkins struggled with a serious alcohol problem. He drank heavily in his 20s and 30s, becoming angry, careless, and forgetful. He'd often wake up in strange places with no memory of how he got there, even describing himself as having a death wish. In 1975, realizing he needed help, he joined Alcoholics Anonymous and quit drinking for good. Decades later, Hopkins remains sober and often shares his journey to inspire others. Now in his 80s, he continues to act, plays the piano, paints, and spreads positivity, proving that overcoming alcoholism can lead to a fulfilling life. Drew Barrymore, born on February 22, 1975 in California, became a household name at just 7 years old for her role in E.T. the Extraterrestrial. She went on to star in hit films like Charlie's Angels, 50 First Dates, and Never Been Kissed. But behind her early success, Drew faced serious struggles with alcohol and drugs. Growing up in Hollywood's party scene, she was introduced to alcohol at 9 and cocaine by 12. Her addiction escalated, leading her to rehab at just 14. She also battled self-harm and endured a tumultuous childhood. As an adult, Drew continued to wrestle with alcohol, feeling trapped in her addiction. However, she has since turned her life around. Now a successful talk show host of The Drew Barrymore Show, Drew openly shares her story, inspiring others who face similar battles with addiction. William Holden, born on April 17, 1918 in Illinois, became one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the 1950s and 60s, known for his roles in Sunset Boulevard, Stalag 17, and The Bridge on the River Kwai. His charismatic yet serious acting earned him an Academy Award for Stalag 17. But behind his success, Holden struggled with a severe drinking problem that overshadowed his career. As he aged, alcohol began to take its toll, causing him to lose roles to younger actors and often making him angry and reckless. His drinking affected his relationships, leaving him isolated and lonely. Despite his efforts to quit, he never fully overcame his addiction. On November 16, 1981, at 63, Holden tragically passed away alone in his apartment after a fall, too intoxicated to seek help. He bled to death, and his body was discovered 4 days later. Despite his tragic end, Holden's legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest actors endures, with his films still cherished today. Mary Astor, born on May 3, 1906, in Illinois, rose to fame in Hollywood during the 1920s and 30s with memorable roles in The Maltese Falcon and The Great Lie, the latter earning her an Academy Award. Known for her beauty, talent, and dramatic acting, Mary was one of Hollywood's brightest stars. However, behind the scenes, she struggled with alcoholism. Stress, failed marriages, and career pressures drove her to drink, and by the 1930s, her addiction worsened, even affecting her work. During a bitter divorce and custody battle, her husband used her personal diary to argue that she was an unfit mother due to her drinking. Eventually, Mary entered rehab and worked hard to turn her life around. She passed away on September 25, 1987, at 81, having overcome her addiction and focusing on writing. In her later years, she authored 2 autobiographies and several novels. Despite her battles, Mary Astor remains one of Hollywood's greatest classic actresses, with her performances still admired today. Albert Finney, born on May 9, 1936 in England, became a celebrated British actor known for his roles in Tom Jones, Murder on the Orient Express, Erin Brockovich, and Skyfall. His powerful voice and deeply emotional performances earned him widespread acclaim. However, for many years, Finney struggled with a drinking problem, enjoying beer and whiskey, especially in his younger days. He admitted to drinking several pints at lunch and continuing through the evening. His addiction took a toll on both his health and career, but after being diagnosed with kidney cancer in 1984, he made a life-changing decision. He cut back on alcohol and focused on his recovery. Albert Finney passed away on February 7, 2019, at 82, after years of battling kidney cancer. Though he is no longer with us, his legacy as one of Britain's greatest actors lives on, with his performances still cherished worldwide. Their struggles remind us that even stars have their demons. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.